Hi, I'm Jake Creeley, second generation owner of a 45-year-old family drywall business and inventor of Spysponge, the world's first and only LED lit sanding sponge. If you're a drywall business owner like me, you know it's important to increase production while cutting costs, all while still maintaining the highest level of quality. Balancing all three things isn't always easy, but that's exactly what Spysponge does. As I looked at our hanging and finishing process, there was one area of concern that stood out: inconsistent detail sanding. With over 50 plus tapers, I had developed a system of checks and balances to ensure that quality was where it needed to be. After our tapers sanded their job, we would send one of our service techs in to inspect it. Even though we have outstanding tapers, the feedback at times was all over the place. Some of the feedback we heard was, only half the house was checked with a light because their cord wasn't long enough, or their light just stopped working altogether. Better yet, they ran out of time and needed to get home. Of course, the builder's always in a big hurry and eager to get the painter in the second we're done sanding. So if you work in drywall or have your own drywall business, most likely you've heard one of these excuses. This can cost you time and money, from back charges to even sending additional workers in to tighten up the job. One job in particular that had sent me over the edge, it was a residential job, and like most residential jobs, it was a rush. The general contractor had been told multiple times by my field foreman that we needed a day after we sand to inspect with a light. However, their field supervisor had other plans. As my men finished sanding, the supervisor had given the painters the go-ahead to paint. The job turned out fine, but there were areas that could have been caught prior to paint if we were just given the time to check it over with a light. And I was tired of the same old battle, and I knew I needed to do something different. So that night, I worked in my garage, brainstorming ideas to help solve this problem. And that's when Spysponge was born. The world's first and only LED lit sanding sponge. It takes a two-step process and makes it one, sanding with both hands while inspecting with a light at the same time. Getting that critical light at a critical angle to see any and all imperfections. With our tapers, change isn't always easy, as they are set in their ways. However, Spysponge was a no-brainer for them. They not only saw an increase in production, they were able to sand with confidence and turn out a consistent quality job every time. As a business owner, there has been a tremendous amount of benefits, such as increased production and decreased cost, improved quality, time saved inspecting after sanding, decrease in back charges from painters, overall happier builders, general contractors, painters, and customers. And the biggest benefit, saving you money. Spysponge has not only improved the quality of our work, it has given us the competitive advantage all great companies look for. We didn't reinvent the wheel here, we just made what you are already using a lot better. So order yours today at spysponge.com and see what a difference critical light at a critical angle makes for you.